Lastly, we're going to be talking about BS F-Zero Grand Prix 2, which is a sequel to BS F-Zero Grand Prix. And if you have not heard of these games before, we certainly don't blame you. They were released for the Satellaview, which was an add-on to the Super Famicom that was only released in Japan. And when I say that these games were released for that system, they were more like broadcast to that system.
Yeah, it seemed like a really bizarre system. There was a satellite that would broadcast it down to cell towers, broadcast it out to the systems, and you had to know the schedule for when these games were going to be broadcast in order to play them, to download them. So it kind of created these like very singular experiences. You had to be there when the game was ready and live to play it.
Exactly. It wasn't like you could go online or go onto the Wii Virtual Console and download a game. It's like, nope. Is it 5 o'clock yet? Is it the right date? Okay, Saturday? Okay, I'm gonna plug this bad boy in, and I'm just gonna go ahead and happen to save the game to this thing, which did not happen that we are aware of to the first part of this game, BS F-Zero Grand Prix. No one really saved it, so I don't think it exists anywhere. Someone happened to save this one, and then throw it up online. I have a reproduction card. That's why I have it.
This is the, classic, you got your 4 cars.
Yeah, it's very Super Nintendo F-Zero.
Yep. Ace League, that sounds like a bad idea.
That's the only option. So this game was broadcast originally at around 1997. The prequel to this game, BS F-Zero, was kind of like a remix of the Super Nintendo game, whereas this is like totally new courses. So it's more like a sequel to F-Zero on the Super Nintendo, which is pretty cool. Oh, this is cool.
Wow.
This is cool. Rock
oh, shit!
you can bounce on those things over there. You'll go on there, you'll bounce, and then you'll jump back onto the course. So graphically, this is actually a pretty decent upgrade from F-Zero. It's nothing too crazy. They couldn't use like additional chips like the Super FX chip or anything like that because it was broadcast, right? So there was no physical form. But it has like bigger, more detailed sprites. Overall, the game looks pretty good. So watch this. You go, and then bounce. Except you have to bounce to the right. Yeah, you gotta bounce to the right. Sorry, I should have told you that. Apparently there were 2 different versions of this game as well, which even convolutes things even further. There was one version that had live commentary. Because with Satellaview, basically it was like radio. So there'd be someone commentating live as you were playing. It was a very unique and odd experience, to say the least. And that's also why it's so difficult to replicate the experience of Satellaview games, right? Or at least, for example, one of the Zelda ones had that live commentary, and there's videos of it where you can kind of listen to some of the live commentary, but you can't really put that on a ROM. The drifting is a little bit more controlled in this one. It's not like as sharp of a turn, it's like a nice, just kind of like a slide. No, 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 no!
Luckily you already, oh no, he is at you.
Not for long. Give me the chocolate, yes! Just like F-Zero for the Super Nintendo, great use of Mode 7 here. Beautiful, wonderful music. Absolutely in love with it. Oh man, power down. No. Oh, kaboom!
Out of lives.
Out of lives, huh? Let's see. What do we think about BS F-Zero Grand Prix 2, released in 1997?
It's a mouthful to say, that's for sure. I think it's good. There's some nice little tweaks about the courses from the original, but it's still, it feels like the same game.
It basically is the same game, but I think for F-Zero enthusiasts, at the time, I think most Americans would have eaten that game up. Yep. I think they could have packaged it, sold it, expanded on it. Obviously, that wouldn't be enough just in and of itself for a full game, but I think people would have bought it if they would have built on it a little bit more for sure.
Yep.
So thank you very much, everyone, for joining us for our expose on rare and unreleased bullpugs. I mean, F-Zero games. Because remember, from AAA shovelware to indie hipster hell, There's more to gaming than just the game. We'll see you guys next time. Cheers.
Cheers and beers.
Whee!
Thanks for watching. If you want to see more H4G game reviews, don't forget to subscribe to see new episodes every week. And for those interested, we have just started a brand new Patreon page. Definitely check it out. We're working on some great perks and rewards for you guys. Links are in the description below.